What's up, my name's TechNubber here for Troubleshoot and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be covering a quick, useful tip inside of Adobe Audition. Basically, if you have tons and tons of audio files, much like I do after recording a video, I'll have my own audio as well as the videos. I have to go ahead and make sure that all of these are around the same level and have the exact same effects applied to them. Now, while I could open each of these songs or audio files individually, I'd have to make sure to apply the same effects, EQ them, and then go ahead and normalize them to the same volume for them to match when I'm sticking them next to each other, even though I recorded them in completely different settings or they're completely different files. Is there not an easier way to go ahead and normalize or change the volume of many files at once inside of Adobe Audition? Well, there actually is, and that's what I'll be showing you in this video now. So of course, first of all, you'll need a whole bunch of audio files that you're going to normalize, and you'll need Adobe Audition installed. I'll simply fire up Adobe Audition. Now it's open, and of course it'll look very different to yours as I have a different layout with a couple of different windows open, but regardless, all you have to do is add all of your audio files to the file section at the top over here, just for easy management. Of course, you don't have to do this. You can skip this step when we have the correct window open and just drag them straight into there. I like doing it to here first. As you can see, I have some unprocessed audio from recording a video. This is me speaking, there's long breaks, etc, etc. And when I EQ them, it'll make them sound a lot better, make the waveforms a lot more fat, and then I'll normalize them down. So now that we have a whole bunch of audio files that we'd like to normalize to the same volume, how exactly do we do that? All we have to do at the very top is click Window, and then make sure that we click Match Loudness, or hit Alt and 5 to open up this window here. If you already have it open, you can simply tab to it. All we have to do is drag a whole bunch of audio files either from our files list to here, or we can simply drag them in from outside of the program entirely into here, and then we see the relative loudness and a couple of other indicators right next to it. Of course, these files are a relatively good match, but if I go ahead and grab a different file from somewhere else on my computer, you'll probably see that it changes quite a bit when it's finally decided to render in. In fact, I'll even include some game audio here just to throw things really off. As you can see, the total RMS is somewhere around 26 to 41 for this one. The volume is really different for all of these, with peaks of -2, -9, and of course it would be very difficult to go ahead and get these to the correct volume. Now, what I usually do for my videos is I simply change the target loudness to -16 LUFS, tolerance of 2, max true peak of -2, look ahead time of 12 milliseconds, and release time of 200. This is mostly the same as the ITUR BS1773 loudness preset up here, except I think I've changed the RMS from -24 to -16. After doing this, all you have to do to process all of these files is hit the Run button. As you can see, it's running through all of these, and you'll see the waveform change on every single one of these until it's complete. Now, every one of these files also has a star next to it, meaning that we can save the file to save the changes, or we can open up individual files and hit Ctrl-Z to undo changes. As you can see, all of the files have been normalized to plus-minus the same volume, which makes things really easy to stick together in a video editor or elsewhere. Now, of course, at this point, if we're happy with just normalizing the audio, all we have to do is hit Ctrl-Alt-Shift and then S. That's 4 keys, and we get the Save As dialog for just one of these sounds. All you have to do is hit Enter, then you'll see the second dialog. Enter, so on, and so forth. I've simply just named them different files while doing that, so that I can delete them later, as I already have all of these files processed as I like, and I don't want to overwrite them. There they are at the very top, all with their own unique peak files. Now, of course, you can simply drag and drop these into Premiere Pro or elsewhere, and all of your changes should be saved. So assuming that you'd like to save and overwrite the originals, you're more than free to do that, just don't rename them or anything like that. And of course, you can edit them all separately and save them once again. Now, usually before I go ahead and match the loudness for all of these files, I run them through the batch process section over here. I don't think I've covered this section before, but I'll quickly dive into it here without going too deep. If I go through this feature in the future, you'll find a link in the description down below to it. Basically, you can simply pick a favorite effect and then drag a whole bunch of files in here, click Run, and it'll run through all of the files that you've imported, applying a preset effect rack to multiple video or audio files at the same time, which makes life incredibly useful. Now, of course, if you're going to normalize after batch processing, you can simply drag them into here and click Run, and everything will then run one after the other in the order that you clicked Run in. So first, it'll process the batch audio. If you clicked Run here first, then it'll go ahead and normalize it. That's usually what I do. I drag audio files into the batch process section, select my favorite, Run to process the audio, then I drag and drop them into the match loudness section, Run, and then Ctrl-Alt-Shift-S, save all of the files, and I'm done with processing many audio files at once very quickly. It's a lot quicker than importing one audio file at a time, selecting an effect preset from the effects rack as such, then clicking apply, then going ahead to effects, amplitude and compression, normalize, etc, etc. This way is just a lot quicker. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you found something useful in it and it wasn't too rushed. My name's been taken over here for Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!